If you're trying to convince a woman to like you, you already lost, my friend. I need you to understand that, okay? If you're trying to explain yourself, if you're trying to prove yourself, if you're sending paragraphs, if you're trying to convince her that you're different, and if you're trying to make her see your value, you already lost, my friend. Because attraction cannot be negotiated, brother. Attraction, you have to understand, is not a debate, brother. You have to understand that attraction is not a court case where you bring evidence and she finally says, you know what? I am finally attracted to you after you've proven yourself and after you've shown this evidence to me. That is not how this works, okay? And this is where most men completely destroy themselves with women. They think the problem is that she doesn't understand them. But no, brother, that is not the problem. The problem is that she can feel your neediness, brother. She can feel that you are trying to get something from her. It could be validation, approval, love, attention, proof that you're enough. Any of these things that I've listed that you are trying to get from her reveal your neediness to her. And the moment a woman feels that you need her to feel okay about who you are, attraction starts dying, my friend. Not because women are evil or modern women are fucking, I don't know, promiscuous or something like that, and the dating scene is ruined, but because, my friend, neediness kills attraction. The more you try to convince her that you are enough and you try to qualify to her, the more needy you become, my friend. Now, here is what happens, okay? You meet a girl. Maybe she gives you attention. Maybe she replies fast. Maybe she looks at you a certain way. She laughs at your jokes. And maybe you go on a date and it feels good, and then your brain instantly starts creating a fantasy, brother. You're not dealing with reality anymore. You are dealing with the woman that you created inside of your head, brother. You start thinking to yourself that she could be the real one. She is different. You start saying to yourself, I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to lose her. What if she finds another guy? What if she stops liking me? And the moment you start thinking like that, your behavior starts to change, brother. You stop being yourself. You stop being yourself and you start performing, brother. That's what happens. You stop being yourself and you start performing. The moment you start to think that she is the one, brother, and what if she leaves me? What if she finds another guy? What if she thinks I'm not enough? You start performing and you stop being yourself, brother. That's what happens. You start performing. You start calculating before every text. Should I say this? Should I wait 20 minutes before I reply? Should I use this emoji or that emoji? Should I phrase myself this way or that way? Bro, listen to me, okay? The fact that you are thinking about it this much already and it's taking this much RAM out of your computer here, because in here we have a computer, okay? That's what you have to understand. Our brain is a computer. And inside we have RAM. If this takes this much RAM this early on, if she takes this much RAM out of your brain this early on, already shows the problem, brother, okay? It means when she takes this much RAM from your head, you are not expressing yourself anymore. You are auditioning, brother. You are in an audition. You're in front of the judges, in front of America Has Talent or Greece Has Talent. I don't know how this shit is called, how these shows are called, okay? But you're in front of the judges trying to impress them somehow. It's just like that. It's just like X Factor, where you're in front of 3 judges and they have a button on their desk when they can push it and they can disqualify you. And you are the little performative clown that dances before the judges in order to make them happy. That's what you become when you stop being yourself, because you think, what if I'm not enough? You start performing, brother. And that is exactly why she starts pulling away, brother. And this, my friend, is where most men lose completely. She becomes a little colder. She takes longer to reply. She cancels the date once. And you start thinking to yourself, what the fuck is going on, man? And instead of seeing it clearly, instead of seeing this as information, you start to panic, brother. You start trying harder. You text more and you ask her what is wrong. And this is the biggest mistake you can make, brother. To ask a girl if you've done anything wrong. Because then you're proving to her that you are the one trying to qualify to her. That you are the contestant and she is the judge. Did I do anything wrong, my queen? Did I displease you with my behavior? Fucking geek, bro. You have to stop this bullshit, okay? Stop asking to her if you've done anything wrong. Stop apologizing for shit that you've said. Stop sending emotional fucking paragraphs. Stop trying to remind her how good you were to her. You say shit to her like, I don't understand what changed. I thought we had something. I really care about you. Just give me one last chance. And in your head, you think that this is love. You think that this is effort and this is honesty. But you have to understand, brother, that most of the time, this does not equal to honesty. This equals to fear, okay? This behavior right here, when you ask her, what is wrong? I thought we had something going on. Is not honesty, okay? You have to understand that this behavior is fear. Fear of losing her. Fear of rejection. And fear that if she does not choose you, it means that you're not enough. And that fear, my friend, leaks through everything you do. Through your voice, through your texts, through your body language. You can pretend to be confident all you want, brother. But she can feel that shit. She feels that you're not standing on your 2 feet, brother. You're not planted. You're not grounded. She feels that you're leaning on her emotionally. And that pressure, my friend, wants her to get away. Now, attraction cannot be negotiated. This is what I want you to remember from this video, okay? The video is not over yet, but this is what I want you to remember. Attraction cannot be negotiated, brother, okay? You cannot explain a woman into liking you. You cannot prove your way into attraction, brother. You cannot logically convince her that you're the best option. She can know that you're a good guy and still not want you, brother. She can know that you're loyal, honest, serious and kind and still not feel attraction, brother. And I know that hurts. It fucking hurts. I know it does because I've been through that shit. Okay, I'm not here trying to be the perfect fucking dating coach, okay? I've been through this shit. I felt what you feel right now, okay? I felt this shit trying to qualify to her and her not feeling the attraction. I know that hurts because men think, but I'm a good guy. Good, bro. Be a good guy. But you have to understand that being a good guy does not automatically create attraction, brother. Everyone is a good guy. That is what you have to understand. Every guy is a good guy. Being nice is not enough. Being available is not enough either. Being obsessed with her is not romantic, brother. Being willing to do anything for her does not make you valuable to her. A man who has nothing except his obsession with a woman is not attractive, brother. That is not love. You have to understand that is emotional dependence. And a lot of you don't want to admit that. And what you have to understand, brother, is that you don't love her nearly as much as you think you do. You love how she makes you feel about yourself. You love the validation. You love the fantasy that you have created inside your head, brother. In here, inside your fucking head, you have created a fantasy. You love the idea that if she chooses you, you finally can feel like a man. And that, my friend, is the problem, okay? Because now she's not just a woman. She becomes your self-worth. She becomes your confidence. She becomes your identity. And no woman wants to carry that weight for you, my brother. No woman wants to carry your identity for you, okay? Now, this is the deeper issue here, okay? Most men do not become needy because the woman is too special. They become needy because their life is too small, brother. No mission, no direction, no discipline, no brotherhood, no real self-respect, and no purpose that pulls them forward. So what happens? You see, I've written down here attention, because a woman gives the man a little bit of attention and suddenly she becomes the center of the man's universe. She becomes the exciting thing in his life. She becomes his mission. She becomes his purpose. She becomes the dopamine hit, brother. Every time the notification goes off in your phone, your heart jumps a bit because you think, oh, it's her. And now you're dependent on your phone, brother. She becomes the reason why you wake up and check your phone like a crack addict, brother. And then they wonder why they act weird around girls. That is why, brother. Because when your life is empty, female attention feels like oxygen to you. When your life is empty, one reply can mean the world to you. And one ignored message can also destroy that world. But you have to understand that this is not attraction, okay? That is not love. That is weakness. And I'm not saying that to insult you, brother. That's what you have to understand. I'm not here to insult you. I'm here to help you. I'm saying all of these things because I have been there. I know what it feels to make a woman too important. I know how it feels to overthink every single little thing. I know how it feels to feel your fucking soul being fucking stabbed, brother. Stabbed. I mean literally stabbed. And your stomach drop when she does not reply to you because you're thinking in your head, what if she found another guy? Where's she been? Why is she not responding to me? But at some point, you have to stop lying to yourself, brother. The problem is not that she's special. The problem is that your life is not strong enough without her. You have to understand that a lot of men are dating like they're salesmen. They're constantly trying to sell themselves. They say things like, look at how nice I am. Look how much I care for you. Look how different I am. Look how much effort I put in. But you have to understand that attraction does not come from selling yourself. It comes from being. And when you're constantly trying to convince her of something, you communicate something to her. You communicate to her that, you know what? My value is not enough as it is. So I need to communicate to you how valuable I am. And that, my friend, is weakness. A man who truly respects himself does not beg someone to see his value. He does not chase someone who is running away. He does not turn himself into a fucking clown just to keep a woman interested. He expresses himself honestly and then lets reality speak. But you have to understand that most men do not do that because they're addicted to the outcome. They do not want truth. They want control. They want the perfect text. They want the perfect thing to say. They want the perfect line. But you have to understand that you cannot control attraction like that. And the more you try to control it, the more unnatural you become, brother. And the more unnatural you become, the more she feels that something is off. And then you act even weirder. And then she pulls away even more. And then you chase harder. And that, my friend, is how you're trapped in the fucking cycle. You have to understand that this does not ruin one interaction, okay? This ruins your entire dating life. Because if you do not fix this, the same pattern will keep repeating itself. You will meet a girl. You will like her. You will make her too important. You will start performing. You will become needy, and then she will pull away. You will chase, and then you will feel rejected. And you will say to yourself that women don't like me. I'm not attractive. I'm not enough. But no, brother. The truth is not that you're being rejected as a man, but you're being shown information, brother. You're being shown information. You're not rejected as a man. Your behavior is showing you something. Your attachment, your obsession, and your desperation are showing something. But instead of learning from it, most guys make it their identity, brother. They take one woman's lack of interest and make it a story about their self-worth. And that, my friend, is fucking dangerous. Because you have to understand that rejection is information, not identity. I want you to write this down for me, okay? Take an actionable step with me. Rejection is information, not identity. Write that down. Rejection is information, not identity. But here's the thing, brother. Knowing that line is not enough, because if your logical brain can understand it, your body still acts like rejection means death. And that is why, my friend, you need a full system. Because the problem is not about just texting. It's not about just what to say. It's not about waiting 20 or 30 minutes to reply, my friend. This is surface level garbage, my friend. The real problem here is your relationship with yourself, brother. Your relationship with validation, with women, with rejection, your relationship with your own direction as a man, brother. That is the fucking problem here. And this, my friend, is exactly why I've built Gents Academy. Because most men do not need another pickup line. They do not need another fake tactic. They do not need another manipulative trick. They need to build themselves from the root up, brother. They need to understand why they become needy, why they get attached too fast, why they act weird around women, why they seek female validation, why rejection destroys them, why they keep making women bigger than their own life. And inside Gents Academy, my friend, this is what we work on. The full system. Not just text her this, execute X, Y, Z, text her this line, or act confident. No, brother, we go deeper than that, because when you fix the root, your energy changes, brother. The way you speak changes. The way you move changes. The way you handle rejection changes. But I'm not going to show you the whole system in this video. That's what you have to understand. This video, my friend, is here to show you the problem. And the problem is this. You're trying to convince women to like you because deep down, you do not fully believe you're enough without their approval, brother. That is the disease, brother. The chasing is the symptom of the disease. The overthinking, the paragraphs, the jealousy, and the attachment is only the symptom, brother. The real issue here is that you're looking at women like they are the source of your worth, brother. And until you fix that, you will keep repeating the same cycle. Different girl, same cycle. Different situation, same insecurity. So, brother, my final message to you is: stop trying to convince her, okay? Stop trying to negotiate attraction. Stop trying to prove your value to a woman who is already pulling away. Attraction cannot be begged for. Attraction cannot be debated, brother. It cannot be forced. And the moment you start pleading for her to see your worth, you prove that you do not see it yourself. A woman should add to your life. She should not become your life. And if one woman pulling away is enough to destroy your world as a man, then your world was not big enough to begin with, brother. Build something bigger, brother. Build a life with direction, self-respect, discipline, and mission. And if you want the full system for this, you can join Gents Academy, brother. The link is down below in the description. Because we are not here to chase women. We are here to become the men who don't need to chase. So stop convincing, stop begging, and stop performing. Attraction cannot be negotiated. And the man who understands that finally starts moving differently, brother. Thank you for watching, bro. I fucking love you, man. As I said, if you're serious about improving your dating life, join Gents Academy, where I give you the full system to do that. And remember, don't waste time, because time is fucking money.